In this case study, we are going to work on a medical problem. This is a real problem which was faced into the medical industry. And in fact, this problem was posted on Kaggle uh, so that all the data scientists can come and basically try to come up with a solution. So we are very thankful for this institute to provide us the real data set so that we can use it for research and development and for our learning purpose. In this problem statement, basically a lot of manual efforts was happening earlier and they wanted to replace it with machine learning automation. And we will learn that how to do it and we will take step by step for doing so. When I say step by step, we are going to work as a complete data science uh, person where we are going to start this problem from analyzing the data, cleaning up the data, thinking about how to even give a kickstart to a machine learning problem, identifying appropriate solution for it, and then working on it. And remember, it's a real data set, so there are definitely few issues which we have to tackle here. Let's understand the problem statement first. So since this problem is from Kaggle, let me take you directly to the Kaggle page. And just to make it appropriate, I have given you the Kaggle link from where you can directly go and understand the problem statement. But I'm going to give you the whole explanation for it. Now, to solve this problem, you definitely don't need to be an expert into medical side. Even I have no experience in medical domain, and whatever I have learned is just to solve this particular problem. So even this is a very common thing which gonna come as a machine learning engineer, that you may not be an expert into a domain, but you are still solving that problem of that domain. So this is quite interesting about this machine learning journey. Now, let's understand that what is this problem statement and how is being solved. Now, as you can see that this problem is provided to you by this Memorial Slogan Cancer Center, MSKCC. This is a very famous kind of center basically into the medical domain, and this was even accepted in NIPS 2017. So it's a very famous part. And this problem also had an award, like whoever is going to give them the best solution, they were awarding that particular candidate with 15,000 US dollar. Like so this will also enable you to kind of go and even target these Kaggle competitions later. What I mean is that um, if once you solve all of our case studies, because what I am gonna do is I'm gonna give you both the side, how a problem is usually being looked at in the industry and how a problem is being looked at from a Kaggle point of view. So you should know the real difference between them, because definitely Kaggle being a competition, there will be some sort of criteria based on which you have to provide your solution, so that it will make the life of Kaggle people easy to identify who is the winner or who is not, right? So but in real world that's not the case. It goes in a little different variation, and I'm going to give you all those insight while working on the solution so that you get an idea that how this differentiation also comes in terms of solving a Kaggle problem and solving the real world problem when you work in a corporate world. So to start with, so if you look at this problem statement, so what happens is we do have something called as gene. Okay, so there is something called as gene, which is, you might be hearing this from your biology term if you do remember your biology course, that you may have a gene sequence with you. Now, in every gene, if there is any variation which gonna happen, so this can lead to any sort of cancer. Okay, now definitely it's not mandatory that all the tumor is going to be kind of a cancerous type, but definitely it can have some sort of cancer. And in this problem statements, let's say we are taking the 9 classes of those cancer, which is going to be from 1 to 9. okay, or 0 to 8, sorry, basically whichever way you want to take up. So this is going to be the class of my cancer. Now, what happens is we do have basically the pathologist who is aware of a lot of genes and their variations, and they know about, okay, this, if this is the gene, this is the variation, then this basically belongs to this cancer tumor. But what happens is there are thousands of mutations possible. Now, with respect to this, the challenge is that there is a lot of research paper being available for each variation for each gene, right? So now for each gene itself, there will be a lot of variations possible. Now, what happens is there will be a lot of research paper being available for you, and from those research paper, what pathologists have to do, when I say pathologist, I'm talking about a domain expert. Okay, I'm referring to a domain expert who have to, let's say, look at, let's say a gene is there and a new variation comes up. So that domain expert have to go and read a lot of text, a lot of research paper, and from that they kind of go ahead and identify that, okay, this belongs to maybe this sort of cancer. And this is actually happening in real world. Actually, pathologists are spending a lot of time in kind of getting the answer of, okay, where this is going to belong to. And that was the main challenge. Now it's very easy to get all those research paper because you can go on Google and just type, okay, this is the gene, this is variation, and you will get a lot of research text about it. So collecting the data is never an issue, but going through all those research text and then basically getting to an answer that, okay, this belongs to this probably cancer class, is very difficult, because then you have to spend a lot of time, enormous amount of time in going through it. Now this is where we want to bring our machine learning in. What we want to do is we want to replace that manual process of that domain expert with our machine learning. Now this is actually what the main trouble they this basically particular center want to solve, and that's the reason they wanted to make it as a competition, so that if anybody gives maybe the best solution, they might want to use that particular solution for basically for their future purpose. So that's what we have to solve. And the funny thing about this whole solution case study would be that we have no idea, including myself, that what is this medical domain. We will not even be having any idea about what is this gene thing, what is this variation, what is this research paper talking all about. You may not be able to even understand if you will try to go through each and every detail of that text, but still you will be able to automate and will be able to give the answer that yes, if this is the particular thing, that then I will create a algorithm or a machine learning model which will tell me up, okay, this belongs to this class. And thus you can imagine that how much of the time you're going to save while doing so. So this is a very fun problem, and we're gonna understand it from the machine learning point of view as well, that we will try to understand that, okay, how this is going to fit in from a machine learning criteria point of view, and what exactly we need to solve it, where does this fit in. Everything we are going to talk in detail in the next video.